everyone. We are Good Morning Games, and today was a big day because we had both the Xbox presentation at E3 and Square Enix, and so we're just going to give our thoughts on both of these. And to start, we'll start with Square. So, what are your thoughts on Square?
Oh man, not very good. You never want to just like shit all over some company's presentation, especially because we both love video games. But Square Enix Enix, and I don't know, Square's presentation to me. And again, Xbox was amazing, so it was going to be hard to follow that up regardless. But somebody at Square just missed the mark entirely because they spent about 20 minutes on Guardians of the Galaxy and then 10 seconds on Final Fantasy and 20 seconds on Legend of Mana, and then right back to Marvel, going back to the Avengers, a game that nobody cares about. So whoever is like calling the shots at Square, they just have no idea of what people want from their company. So it was a pretty bad showcase.
Yeah. So I just think things didn't look good. I mean, like, okay, so I personally thought Guardians of the Galaxy looked fine. I guess the reason I was like a little more happy about it was because when I heard that this game was being made, I immediately just assumed it was gonna be like the Avengers, where it's just like an online, like, what do you call it? Like, you have to be online service game. And so this was at least like it's a single player game. So I thought that was cool, but everything else I didn't care for.
The Guardians thing, like the art style and how, like, since they don't have the movie rights, they can't use the actors' likenesses and everything. It looks like the meme, like where you ask for something and mom says you have it at home, and then you get home and it's not what you want. Like, this Guardians game looked like the Guardians, like mom says we have Guardians at home version of Guardians. Like, it just looks so bad. I don't know. I don't like it, but I guess, it does look like a comic book action video game, I guess, but it just isn't my thing, I guess.
So besides that, I mean, I think that one of the things that sucked so bad was there was two things that really pissed me off. Yeah. One was the Final Fantasy, the collection. They called it a collection, pixel remaster, but first off, it's only for mobile and Steam.
Cool.
And it's not a collection. You have to buy them each individually. And like it, I don't know. When people were talking about saying like, oh, this collection might be a real thing, I was kind of excited for it. And this is just like the worst possible outcome.
This is a dog shit outcome for Final Fantasy. Even if they would just say, like, this is coming to Switch too, even if it is this weird, shitty pixel remaster, like, if they were coming to Switch, that would have softened the blow a lot. But it's just like, who wants to play these games on mobile? I know there's obviously a community who's going to play it on Steam, but like, mobile thing, I don't.
I mean, most people who are watching E3, I assume, have a console. I mean, It's not like, it's going to get play on Steam, but still. And then the other thing that was really pissed me off is I think I've said to you before on this, like when we were doing the pre-show talking about Square, I think I said like, oh, I think Babylon's Fall is going to be there, and that game looks good. And I had seen
swing and a miss.
I don't know. I remember they put out a trailer like years back. And it was right after I played Nier Automata, which is Square and Platinum. And that game was like amazing. People have said it's amazing, and I was late to it, but I loved that game. And so I figured this was kind of like that. And I watched the trailer, and I thought the trailer back then looked awesome. And I don't know what they did to it, but this game looks like it sucks. And I am no longer interested.
No. I mean, it doesn't look good. I think they turned it. I don't know if I haven't confirmed this, but somebody said that it originally wasn't going to be a live service
it
game,
definitely didn't look. It definitely never was advertised as that until
and
right
now
now.
it is. So I think that's probably where
the graphics look worse too. I don't know. It doesn't look like the same game. I'm kind of pissed because I was kind of looking forward to that game, and now I have no interest in it.
Yeah, it doesn't look good, and that really sucks because Platinum's a talented studio with good people there. So it sucks to see not great work come out of there. And obviously we're judging on an E3 trailer, and when does that game launch? Did they give a launch date for that?
I don't remember.
I'm not going to write it off entirely. It did look bad.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. It looked really bad, but hopefully they can. Oh, actually, no release date was confirmed. So maybe another 2 years in the oven and they could fix that one.
Yeah.
But, okay, so yeah, that sucked. Then we're going to move on to Life is Strange Remastered Collection. When I was watching this, I'm not a Life is Strange fan, but when I was watching this trailer, I was laughing to myself because they were doing the screen wipes. They were like, here's what it looked like before, and then they wiped and they're like, now look at it. And it didn't look better, it just looked different. It didn't look like a better game, and here they are at E3 showing off a remastered. It was like, how does this make playing the game better, like seeing it like this? I don't know.
I mean, and I don't want to speak on Life is Strange because I know a lot of people like that game. I haven't really played it. I like started it once and only played it for like an hour or so. So I know people like that. So as a matter of fact, from people, just the few comments I saw, most people thought that was the best thing they showed. So
Probably.
it's like, I'm not going to talk too much shit on that, but I actually did think the same thing when it was doing the screen wipes. I was like, it maybe looks a little bit better, but it's not like.
It's not enough to make the game a better game, I feel like.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing to advertise.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and then the star of the show, Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin. This is a remake of the first Final Fantasy, I think. Or like something based on the very first Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, I don't think it's a remake. I mean, I think it's based in that world.
It's like telling that same story or something. And it's a Souls-like.
Yeah, but it's not a Souls-like. I mean, judging from this trailer, it's not.
It's
just an action game is what it looks like. I mean, it's just it's a good action game. I don't know.
It looks like a PS2 game. It looks really, like, everything about it looked bad. The characters' names are Jack, Ash, Ash, and Jed. So pretty badass names for our leading trio. It just everything about it looked bad. They said the word chaos like 25 times in this trailer, which I noticed, and then I went to Twitter and saw everybody was like, why are they saying chaos so much? And it was just a really strange. It looked bad. Everything about it looked bad. It didn't look fun. Just missed the mark by a mile. So
yeah, I'm watching the trailer as you're talking right now again. It just looks like I don't know. It's got the thing also, which I've noticed this already like 10 times, where this is a small thing, but it does bug me. Like when they're attacking, like your guy is attacking. Like it's not doing anything to them. Like you're hitting, but they're not like recoiling back or like doing. It's just like going through them. I don't know. It's just like we're in 2021. I know that's a dumb thing to complain about, but I don't know. I'm disappointed in this presentation because Square Enix is honestly one of my favorite companies, and I'm a huge. I love JRPGs. I love Final Fantasy. So I don't know. It's just the fact that none of these things like really interested me is kind of sad.
Nothing I saw, I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe for like the first 4 seconds of the Final Fantasy Pixel remaster, I was like, oh, here we go. And then it was over so quickly. And then it wasn't even what I wanted. I don't even, it like wasn't even what I thought it was gonna be.
And there were also other mobile games that they talked about too. They had
I
a
tuned
near
out
mobile
during
game.
the mobile shit. The
this is not the place to E3 is not the place to talk about mobile games. I don't know. I mean other places, other like studios have done that before. It's not like this is the first time, but like usually when someone's promoting a mobile game at E3, it's like, I don't know, you just put this out like on your own on Twitter.
Yeah. there was a Hitman sniper, a sniping puzzle game for the Hitman universe at mobile game. Like that could be fun for 10 minutes. I don't know. Maybe it's good. There's a Final Fantasy 7 mobile game. There were a lot of mobile games, to be honest. And they were kind of hard to keep up with. But yeah, strange showcase from Square Enix. Not a good look for the studio as a whole, for the company as a whole, I would say. I don't know who was happy about that. And I guess it seemed like Guardians, there are some people excited about that game. But I haven't seen anything where people are hyped up about any other announcement from that showcase.
Yeah, and what was I gonna say? I can't remember.
So we could just oh yeah, and they released a demo for Final Fantasy Origins immediately after the showcase, and it didn't work. So
and I'm pretty sure still doesn't work yet. I'm not sure, but
just great.
Last I checked, it still wasn't working.
It blows my mind because Square Enix has so much stuff that they could be releasing that people would be happy with, and they just aren't doing it.
Yeah, and so yeah, I actually was listening to, I don't remember who it was, but it might have been like Kind of Funny Games or something, was saying like that could be part of the problem, is that they have a partnership with, they do a lot of stuff with Sony, and like they do stuff for the Switch a lot, like exclusive things for that. And so maybe they just didn't need a showcase, because like, I mean, who knows, but like Final Fantasy 16, they didn't have anything of that here, which people were expecting. Well, maybe it's because Sony's going to use that in the presentation soon, and like we'll see on Tuesday. Maybe there's going to be something for Switch that they've done, like Project Triangle Strategy is Square, and so it's like maybe they just didn't need a showcase. If this is what they were going to show, is like the B tier stuff, which more like C tier after we've seen it, like maybe they just didn't need that.
That's a really good point, actually. I don't think they needed it. They would have been better off without a showcase, which is, that is rough.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm disappointed, because I was pretty excited for Square.
So was I. And again, Xbox, really strong showcase, so hard to follow that up regardless, but Square just fell flat on its face. Like it was it was rough. I was, God, I just really want them to team up with Nintendo for a Mario RPG remake or sequel. I know that's like, I'm not expecting that, but that's something that would excite me from Square.
Yeah.
Or, any other Final Fantasy classic game redone in HD 2D, anything like that, stuff people actually want, would be nice. But
yeah. Too bad.
Maybe next year. Okay. You want to move on to Xbox Bethesda?
Yeah, sure. So, Xbox, obviously they had they showcased 30 games, and 27 of them are going to be coming to Game Pass.
That's amazing.
Day one, which is just that's awesome. And so
Game Pass is stacked.
Yeah, it's getting more and more stacked. I mean, obviously that's their goal, but they did a really good job. So I'll just say, to start it off, I have always thought, like, at least the last few E3s, like, Microsoft's had the biggest issue with just having CG trailers that are for games that are years off. And they've done that the last few E3s, and I thought they did a much better job this time. It was a really succinct, like, presentation. It was game after game after game, because they've also had that where they have a lot of people talking in between normally, and they didn't really have that much this time. And yeah, it was really good. It seems like a majority of the games are at least within the next like year and a half. I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like Starfield was probably the furthest out. And even that, they at least gave a date for it. So, yeah, I'm just, and there was gameplay. They showed gameplay for a lot of these things. So yeah, I thought they did a good job.
Yeah, this showcase hit. Like this thing was going, and it was paced up really well, like you said, and it was a. I thought they towed that line of CG trailers for games that are further off and gameplay trailers for other stuff really well, better than they ever have before, at least in past decade or so. It was just for me the slowest part of the showcase was the second thing they showed, Stalker 2, because I felt like they spent a lot of time on that when I'm personally like, it looks like a fine game. I just didn't have a ton of interest in it, so I was ready for the next thing pretty quickly, and they probably spent like 5 or 6 minutes on it. Could have been longer, could have been 10. I don't even remember, but it seemed like a long time, and it wasn't even that bad. Like it's not like I was dying to get through it.
I actually thought I'm probably the same. I'm like probably not going to get that, but I actually thought the like graphics and stuff itself actually looked amazing. That was one of the better looking games. That and probably Forza. Those both looked amazing. We'll get to that later, but
yeah. So they opened with Starfield. Finally got a look at that, and this is what I wanted from the game, more of a realistic space travel type thing rather than like futuristic like laser blasters and aliens and shit like that. I don't know, it seemed really cool.
Yeah, we still don't fully know what it is, but I think that this was kind of just like, this is starting the marketing for it. They've never really started it. And like, even though there's been so much hype, like we'll get a lot more information.
Yeah. I thought, okay, so one thing I want to know is, why do I need a gun in this game? Because I have no idea like what the threat is.
Yeah.
And my other takeaway was, I love how they incorporated the release date into the actual trailer, like how the numbers showed up on his control center for the spaceship. Mm-hmm. Like the 11/11/22 popped up in the actual trailer rather than text afterwards. I thought that was a very cool idea. And I don't remember ever seeing that before. But other than that, cool. We got a peek at Starfield. I was surprised when it opened the show.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. Todd Howard just dropped his balls on the stage.
That's what he does. He loves to just toss his balls wherever he pleases.
Yeah, and also what we should talk about is the fact that it's going to be exclusive, which I mean, I have anticipated that since they bought Bethesda. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't, but a lot of people weren't sure. And I mean, they never fully confirmed until now if Bethesda games could be to other consoles, but I don't see why they, I don't know why you would put a Bethesda game on PlayStation just to make some more bucks, but like,
they didn't
in the long run.
They were, I think their language was like, we want people to be able to play these games, and whether that means maybe this new partnership is seen as like the games are better on Xbox or first on Xbox or potentially Xbox exclusive. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, they're all going to be Xbox exclusive. Are you kidding 100%.
Me?
$7.5 billion. Now they'll probably like change course on that and release something for PlayStation. But I think like the plan probably was always for every game after Deathloop to be an Xbox exclusive.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't do that. So it wasn't a big surprise to me, but it was still kind of cool to see that because it had never really been confirmed.
And Game Pass.
Yeah.
Actually, of all these games, 3 are not Game Pass, like you said, but I don't even know which 3 they are.
I think it was, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I think it was, one of them was, it was just the ones that like, I think like Whatever.
Yeah. Okay, then we got Back for Blood, spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead, coming out in October. Another day one Game Pass release. Looks pretty fun. If you got a squad of 4 to go fight zombies, I thought it looked fun. So that hit right after Stalker 2. Anything on that?
No, I thought it looked fine. It's not really my type of game. That's not really the type of stuff I'm into.
But being on Game Pass, maybe you'd give it a shot.
Yes, 100%. 100%. Yeah, so yeah, I'm usually not a huge and I know you are, and a ton of people are, so I'm probably just gonna get shit for it. I'm not huge into co-op shooters. But yeah, if it's on Game Pass and my friends are playing it, I have no reason not to download it and play. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
The market is going to be flooded with co-op shooters, though. So
yeah.
But okay, the next one, this I freaking loved, the Contraband.
Yeah, I didn't ask you. You mentioned that a few times. Why did you love it so much? The tone of it?
Yeah, this is the world's first dad. I'm not a dad. I am a dad in every sense except for the literal one. I don't have a kid, but I have dad energy, I guess. And it was a 70s heist co-op heist game. And they had Steely Dan playing and just everything about it. I was just oh fuck yeah. It just got, I don't know why. It got me hyped up. And yeah, I can't wait to see more from that. I don't just the vibe of it, and it was like a tone piece, right? They were here's the tone of this game, and yeah, the cassette tapes sitting around, you're stealing ancient treasures or whatever. It just seemed like a movie I would have gone to see with my dad when I was 14. You know, it just seems like that type of thing, and that's missing from video games. So I got pumped up for it.
Yeah, definitely. So then there was a Sea of Thieves crossover with Pirates of the Caribbean. Free update coming in, I think, a week or soon in June.
June 22nd.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's cool.
I think that's a pretty surprising and cool crossover for people. Maybe you haven't played in a while and you want to jump back in. This is a good reason to jump back in, it seems like.
Yeah. And I think I could be wrong, but it did say it was there's a whole he's not just a character, right? There's
a whole thing
story with it. Yeah.
It seems like it's called the Pirate's Life free update, and I think it adds a ton of characters from the movies and potentially a storyline. I don't really know how it works.
I think it said something like that, a new story or something.
Yeah, well, that's cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try that out.
Yep. And then Yakuza Like a Dragon is on Game Pass starting today.
That's right.
So I actually thought that game looked pretty cool. I probably will try it now that it's on there. At least give it a try. I've never played any of the Yakuza games, and they are all on Game Pass. And every time I hear people talk about those games, I'm I really got to try it. It seems like they're really, really fun, and they don't take themselves too seriously. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, I haven't really played any Yakuza games either, and hey, God bless Game Pass, because now I'm definitely gonna try it.
Yep.
They
had Battlefield 2042, which I think looks sweet.
Yeah. This was a gameplay trailer. We got a cinematic reveal last week or a few days ago, and yeah, hopefully, I'll say this: hopefully, the actual 2042 isn't the same as Battlefield 2042. It looks like a complete shit show.
It looks like all hell broke loose.
Yeah. But that does make for a compelling video game setting.
Yeah, I think it looks cool. I mean, I don't know what more you could want. I mean, we got robots and sweet shit.
Climate change hellscape. Actually, I think that one is not Game Pass.
Okay.
I think that's one of the...
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say when I couldn't think. I was going to say, it's the ones that... It was the few games that are, from big studios that aren't Microsoft owned. Those were like the only few that weren't Game Pass Day one.
I'm gonna wait for some video play and read a few reviews on Battlefield before jumping in, but I could be in on that. We got Psychonauts 2 hitting Game Pass August 25th. That looks really cool. Double Fine Studios obviously has a lot of talent there, and I could be diving into that one.
Yeah, and I think it's good that they have something like this and they're pushing it. It's different than a lot of Microsoft exclusives.
Yeah, if you want Microsoft to keep having their studios do weird shit, download Psychonauts 2 and support it, because I think that's the way to get that done. All right. Quick rant on Fallout 76. I just got so bummed out seeing more content come to this piece of shit game. It's nothing. So Pete, no, I'm blanking on his name. It's Todd Howard and Pete Hines, right? That's the other Bethesda guy. He came out and said it's everything you love from the Fallout game series. And then the first thing he said was like building a camp settlement. And I'm like, what are you talking about? That's never been in a Fallout game until the most recent shitty Fallout game. Who loves that about Fallout games? And I don't know. I just want this thing to die. And they announced a new thing coming out this year and another piece of shit coming out next year for it. Which was The Pit, which being, I grew up not far from Pittsburgh, so that's kind of interesting. And they had a Pittsburgh DLC for Fallout 3 that was kind of cool, but like it's just not a good game, and I just want it to go away. And I get mad every time they release more content for it. Just get to work on Fallout 5. Give us the PNG logo for Fallout 5 just so I know it's coming, and then make me wait until 2029 or whatever.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's going to be, it sounds like.
Yeah, I can't add anything to this because I've never played Fallout 76. I had no interest in it as soon as I saw
You're very
what
lucky.
It was. Yeah, and I saw all the reviews and I have not ever touched it. So
it's like they were like, we know we're not going to get a Fallout game for a long time because our studio's backed up. So we got to rush this piece of shit out the door, and then we'll just add to it as much as we can
while we do other stuff.
That was the whole thing, and it just sucks.
Yeah.
Outer Worlds is the new Fallout.
Yeah. And then they also said before the next game, they also did say there were 10 more Bethesda games are on Game Pass starting today. And as well as Hades is coming to Game Pass.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, they did.
Which I've been talking about wanting to try that forever, and I for some reason can't fork over like $30 or something on the Switch to pay for it. So I'm just gonna wait, and I'll just play it on Game Pass.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. I've had people telling me I got to try Hades, and I also didn't want to pay the $20 or $30. So Game Pass. Thank you. Yeah. There was an Elder Scrolls thing, Elder Scrolls Online update. I don't really know what it was. I don't play that game, or I haven't in a long time.
Yeah. There was Party Animals, which I'm a little I don't know what that really is.
Yeah. I'll play it. Looks like a good one to play with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hades coming. And then we hit Halo Infinite, which I thought looked phenomenal. Really.
Yeah, I think it looks great. And I think that the coolest part of the whole trailer was when in multiplayer killed somebody, whoever he killed's weapon was flying in the air, and he shot his shot his what do you call it grappling hook at the gun and grabbed it. So I was like, all right, that's awesome.
Everything about it just looks incredible. It got me so hyped up. I was just coming down from Contraband, and I get fucking fired up for Halo Infinite. They showed a short CG thing for the campaign, which was cool, and then they just went all in on like a 3-minute multiplayer, basically sizzle reel. Like it was gameplay of multiplayer, and it just looked like Halo. and it looked like a lot of fun. And I was just texting some people just saying like Halo is back. Oh my god. Like it was just like it looked so good. I can't wait. Can't wait to play it. And it's a holiday release, probably December.
Yeah, I think it's weird that they didn't give a date.
Yes, it is very weird.
I mean, like honestly, and that's not just me being like oh, I like can't wait. I need a date. It's more so just like I would think of anything they showed. This should be the one they have a date locked down.
Yes,
you know, and it makes me nervous that it's going to get pushed more.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong in that thinking.
You know, just because I mean, like they know, like they've pushed this. People want this.
Yeah,
this should have been the one, even over Starfield that had a date.
That's really strange that Starfield got a date.
Yeah,
18 months
a year
away,
and a half off,
and Halo did not get one.
Yeah,
and it's like 5 months out.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not thinking it's going to get pushed. I'm not expecting that. I mean, I would think that we're 6 months away from December. They wouldn't want to not lie, but like say that and then push it again. But I mean, they did do it last June, but that was more, I don't know, that was a little different situation. I'm not expecting it to get delayed, but it makes me nervous that it will.
It's very clear that from their wording, they did say campaign and multiplayer will launch together holiday 2021. The word holiday, I mean, I think we all assumed fall, but holiday makes it like, okay, they're going to be pressing up till like December 20 something to potentially release this. Like they're going to wait until the last possible second to get as much work as humanly possible done on this thing before releasing it, which is the right move. And if it does need to get pushed again, that would suck. I don't think they could survive another year-long delay, but if it has to go to like March, it has to go to March. I don't know.
Yeah.
It would suck, but just make it as good as possible before releasing it.
Yeah. Diablo 2 Resurrected had a trailer, and it's coming out September. I'm excited for that. I have not played Diablo since I think Diablo 2, so I'm excited to play.
Yeah, that's
Resurrected.
That's such a good solid release for every console, because Diablo 2 is a pretty much legendary game, and I'm excited to see the reviews on that and see how it works technically. Yeah, I actually wasn't expecting to see that in this showcase, and I was kind of surprised when it did show up, but
yeah,
definitely not mad about it.
So then there was a sequel to A Plague Tale, which I have not played. Have you played A Plague Tale?
I have not played it.
Yeah, I've heard good things, but I never played the first one. But yeah, so they did announce a sequel to that. Yeah, I've heard some good things, and I think it's on Game Pass, the first one. So that's cool.
Yeah.
And then there was Shredders.
Oh hell yeah, Shredders! Why not? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I love snowboarding games. So I feel like with like Tony Hawk coming back now, I'm seeing more snowboarding games. Yeah. So that's cool.
It looked. I mean, it gave me 1080 vibes when they first started showing the footage. I'll definitely try it. I think it's a Game Pass title. Perfect Game Pass title.
Yeah, it says available in Game Pass in this December.
Nice. Yeah, I'll be trying that out. And then we have 12 minutes. That's a day one Game Pass. I actually had to do something during the 12 minutes section, but I think a lot of people are excited for that one.
Yeah.
Indie game starring Willem Dafoe.
Yep. Then there was Slime Rancher 2.
That looked kind of cool.
Yeah. Atomic Heart.
I completely forgot about Atomic Heart until this trailer, but there was a reveal for that last year, wasn't there? Yeah, then there was a Grounded update. All right, Grounded, Arachnophobia mode. I hate spiders so much, and the fact that they added an Arachnophobia mode that just turns the spiders into like spheres. That was
Yeah.
awesome. That's just
Yeah.
awesome. Just put that in every game.
I remember hearing about that like a while back that they were gonna do that. But,
Oh, really?
Yeah. But yeah, it is really awesome
Love it.
because honestly, yeah, that could be enough to make me not want to play something if most people are terrified of spiders, so I am one of them.
Yeah. Just turn them into circles.
Yeah.
I don't care. A circle is a better enemy design than a spider.
Yeah.
On the record. There was Far Cry 6.
Which that was another one that wasn't Game Pass still.
Oh yeah, there you go. Pretty cool Far Cry 6 trailer. More Giancarlo Esposito being a big tough guy, and yeah, just mowing people down in the hull of a ship. So there's nasty dictator.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Far Cry 6. It looks fun.
Yeah, it looks really good. Age of Empires 4.
Oh yeah.
And Replaced is a new game. And then yeah, and then there was I don't know what I'm not sure what those I'm gonna pronounce it wrong. The Eliuden Chronicle.
Oh yeah.
Rising. And then there was another one. One was 2022, one was 2023. I think, and I could be wrong, but I think this is from a studio or a developer that has made something else that is pretty big, and this was like going to be there. I think it might have been like a Kickstarter or something, and Microsoft ended up like backing it, I think, and so now it's
that's cool.
Yeah,
I thought they looked fun. They kind of looked like the HD 2D art style.
I thought so too. Yeah.
And also good variety for this showcase because there was nothing else like this in here.
Yep.
Among Us. There was an Among Us update. I'm sure some people will be excited about that. And
Outer Worlds 2, you had
mentioned. Yeah, I was going to say Outer Worlds 2 had one of the best trailers just because they completely called out everything about a CG trailer. And if you haven't watched it, please go watch it. It's very funny.
Yeah, and I think that was the reason they were kind of doing it is because it's like they wanted to just put out there like this game's in development, but we don't have that much shit to show you. It's not going to be out for a while. This was a funny way to do it.
Exactly. And that's cool. That like that to be a little tongue in cheek like that with an announcement. I'm here for that. That's just I remember like the narrator in the trailer saying like I'm talking in a slow voice to make it seem like this is important, and like they nailed all the tropes of a CG trailer. Like we're just trying to show this to make it look cool to get our pre-order numbers up, and it's like well good on you for doing that. That's pretty nice. And then we had a flight sim for Xbox Series X and S trailer with a Top Gun expansion.
Yeah. So I've never played Microsoft Flight Simulator. It doesn't like I'm gonna try it on Game Pass. To me it seems boring, but people love it. So it's like I don't know maybe I'm missing something or maybe not.
I think some people find it incredibly boring and some people find it incredibly relaxing because you're just like, all right, let's turn the knobs, let's flick the switches, let's get this baby in the air, and let's go from point A to point B and, fly over locations we're familiar with. And I definitely see the appeal, and I definitely see why people would be like, what the hell is this?
Yeah. So, I mean, that again is like a perfect Game Pass thing, though. Because it's like, I'll try it, and maybe I'll hate it, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I've been wanting to, just because so many people have said, "Oh my god, the new flight sim is so fun. It looks gorgeous." And I don't have a gaming PC, so I haven't been able to dive into that. But
then there was Forza Horizon 5.
Yes,
and that looks awesome.
Looks amazing. It looks like a really fun game with friends.
Yeah. I think I mentioned this the other week, but I was late to Forza Horizon 4, and I played it fairly recently, probably last year. And yeah, there's nothing else like that. I've never played in. There's no other open world racing games quite like that. It's really cool. So I'm excited to have a new one in Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico, the variety of terrain in Mexico makes it pretty interesting for a location choice. And yeah, I don't know. Like they were like I remember in the trailer they were like, "Oh, the number of needles on the cacti are like
Yeah,
individually." I don't know. I'm butchering it, but they were just the graphics just looked incredible. Like it would be a still frame shot, and I'd be like, "Well, that's real." And then a car would fly in at 100 miles an hour, and I'm like, "Well, shit, this is a video game. Oh my god!" Like it just looks so good. I don't know how they do it. I
yeah.
don't, literally do not know.
It looked really good. Yeah, I think this was probably the best looking game of the showcase.
Yes,
Yeah, it looked awesome.
I and that's not gonna be an Xbox One game, is it?
No, it is. So
Wow.
yeah, it is. Yeah, this is. I think this is the one they had been working on for quite some time, and then the Forza Motorsport is going to be
Got it.
using a whole new engine, so that's going to be even crazier. And that one, Motorsport's only going to be for the series
Okay.
systems, but this one I think they did start developing with X in mind. But I mean, like, there's no way it's going to run as great as it looks in this. I mean, it
Yeah.
looked amazing, so it's clearly going to look best on Series X because there's no way that it can look like that on a
Yeah. That it
base Xbox.
I cannot wait. That's why I have like a 4K TV and a Series X is to
Yeah,
play Forza Horizon 5. Like,
yeah.
and I've never been a Forza guy, but that one just I mean, I can't wait to play it.
Yeah. And then they
Uh
ended with Redfall, which I'm not crazy about the name, but whatever.
nah. Yeah, I think honestly for me the whole showcase was moving along, everything's hitting, and then they ended with Redfall, and I was like, what the hell kind of an ending was that? Like it was like ending on such an underwhelming note. Maybe the game's good because this was a CG trailer, and
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They also I don't know what it is. It's got vampires.
it's a Left 4 Dead. It's a co-op shooter.
Okay.
You four of you are facing off against vampires, and I just remember a very cringy joke during the trailer where like they're fighting vampires, and I'm probably butchering it again, but one of the jokes was like, "Well, it still beats paying off my student loans" or something like that, and I was like, "Jesus Christ, what is this game?" Like,
Yeah, it was a weird way to end. Yeah, it's weird that they ended on that instead of Halo or Starfield.
yeah.
Like, why didn't they just start with one of those and end with the other? But whatever, it's not a big deal. Or Forza. I mean,
Yeah. I think they wanted to end with a reveal rather than an update. So,
yeah, sure.
but yeah, I don't know. It wasn't a great trailer, and it didn't excite me for the game at all. And that's from Arcane Studios, published by
Yep.
Bethesda, coming out summer 2022. So yeah, I don't know. It's I was just like, what the hell? Like that's how they go out. Where's
Yeah.
Banjo 3?
Yeah, where's that?
No, it's never coming.
But yeah, overall it was really good. I was impressed. Like I said at the beginning, I've been the last few E3s. I've thought Microsoft has had one of the weaker ones, but I don't think that's going to be the case this year.
No. And obviously it's not that I don't have high hopes for the Capcom showcase, but all of the third party showcases, I mean, none of them are going to live up to what Xbox and Bethesda just did. And obviously, the only other one that might is Nintendo. And
Mm-hmm.
who know? Like, honestly, who knows?
Yeah,
they could match it, or they could fall short. I really don't know.
you never know with Nintendo.
Yeah. So I am super excited for Nintendo still, but wow, I was just really blown away by this whole Xbox thing because it was like game after game after game. No stupid fucking interviews with celebrities like in the
Yeah,
middle. It was just announcement, reveal, announcement, update. Like boom, 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 and I was just sitting there eating my sandwich, just in awe, just not able to move. I think I went to the bathroom during Far Cry 6 because I was like, oh, okay, I know what this is. I'm leaving for a second.
Nice.
But, yeah.
Well, cool. Well, yeah, I think we're both pretty happy. Disappointed in Square.
Get it together,
but,
Square.
Yeah. But overall, good day.
Great day for E3. Wow.
Yep.
Any other closing thoughts on Xbox? Where was the gunk?
Yeah, I don't know.
Where was the gunk?
I saw like they put out a graphic. Let me see if it's here.
Because that comes out this year, doesn't it?
That's what I was gonna say.
So what the hell?
Yeah, and it still says, yeah, they put out a graphic and it still says play day 1 this year, and the gunk is on there. So,
well, I hope it doesn't get pushed. I'm looking forward to that, but it doesn't seem to be in Xbox's plans. They put out a graphic like six game releases in 6 months, and it's like August through December, and it showed like all their big games, all their Xbox Game Studios releases. They put this out on Instagram, and yeah, the gunk is not on there. So,
oh, god damn it.
Yeah, it might get pushed. Also, there is an Xbox Halo, another like look at Halo tomorrow morning on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
Which I can't wait to see. But yeah, nice work, Bethesda and Xbox.
Nice. And then, so tomorrow is what, Capcom?
Capcom, and I think the Indie Showcase, and I don't know what else. I'm pulling it up real quick.
Yeah, Capcom, Take-Two Interactive.
Verizon, Verizon, Intellivision, Take-Two, Indie Showcase, and yeah, Capcom, I guess.
Cool. Well, maybe something will come out of that Capcom that we can talk about.
Yeah, maybe we'll get some Mega Man news, Resident Evil. I mean, it's going to be Resident Evil and Monster Hunter, and then like a couple of little things. Ace Attorney, be in there. I mean, those are the things they already confirmed. But yeah, maybe we'll get a little sneak peek, little tease of something nice.
Mm-hmm. And then Tuesday's the big one, and bright and early 9 a.m.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna make a fat breakfast, and I can't wait for.
Oh yeah, we should. We gotta talk about this, but I think we might be doing a live pod after the Nintendo.
Yeah, I think right after Nintendo, we'll just come on YouTube and record our thoughts just to see if anyone wants to join. That'd be great.
Yeah, hop in. I'm guessing our total concurrent viewers will probably be 4.
Yeah. So if you are one of those 4, right, just ask us questions.
Yeah, if you want to hop in there and say what's up, and we'll hit you up in the chat. But yeah, we're gonna give it a shot, see how it goes. So look out. We'll tweet and we'll let you know when it's happening.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Yep. Thank you, and we'll
see ya.